But for right now, I'm working on Mauser fire, and I'm working on the stainless steel pusher and the breech right now. But I wanted to show you. Yeah, okay, you have a one-piece assembly. You can't. This is all glued. Okay, you can't actually take this apart because, and that's what makes an Ultramat Sharpfire really accurate. Is that this assembly is always going to be true to the frame. You can see how little without the magwell, how little plastic I have holding this together. I'm really surprised this hasn't broken. I mean, I'm just so surprised. And then if I put the magazine in, there's our magazine right there. Yeah. So, and the finger on here is really interesting because not only is it a breech finger, for example, an Explorer blaster will have a breech finger, okay, but the finger has a little bit of give. So if there's a lot of darts in here that push up, it will make it so that this ramps down to this, but it also self-centers because I use a large part of the curve. Here, you can see that. Yeah. So no matter what, when the dart gets pushed up, it has a tendency to be centered every time. So I mean, even if it were to miss, like that operation were to miss, the pusher and the feed ramps would orient it into there. And the feed ramp is right in the beginning, right there. Right in the beginning of the, like you can see it. The dart has I mean, here, let's put this back a little farther so I can show you where it is. The dart literally has nowhere to go. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah, there you go. So that's how it assembles and disassembles. And even with this glued everything, you're sacrificing accessibility for accuracy, but you can still take the whole thing apart and get to everything. Okay, so here's the magazine well for the Mauser fire that we're working on. I took two pieces of tape, one facing out, one facing in, and basically I had to have the bolt and everything in there to line it up so I would keep my accuracy. And that's just crazy glue and fiberglass. So this is just a primer layer. This is just to hold this to the ABS. The next layers I'm going to do is going to be in two-part epoxy. So the two-part epoxy will bind to this really well. There it is, man. Okay, so it's got some finishing work to do. I got this over part I got to cut out. I got to put in my trigger catch right here. Ah! Ah! Yeah, let's not take my Mauser fire prototype and throw it. It's a balancing act. And all of a sudden it doesn't want to balance. Okay, here, stay. Okay, so it's got my trigger catch right here. It's going to go down here and mount there. And I'm going to pull this back about there. So you got this little sleeve right there. You see that little eyelet right there? I'm gonna cover that up. I'm gonna probably either laminate with fiber tape and glue it or something. I got to work on a top limiter. I'm thinking about laminating some fiber tape around here and flattening this out, making that my top limiter. And guess what? I now have a clip fit Sharpfire. That is shooting in in modded retaliator, expanded plunger tube retaliator kind of speeds. No shit, man. No shit. This is history right here, and you are part of it. These are X-Darts. None of them are blank foam. They all have silicone heads. This is a great alternative to the modded Retaliator right here, because it can pull velocities like that. That's only single spring. If I had twin spring this, I can get into the 200s.